But one thing you need to do when you're completing that Articles of Incorporation application, it asks you on that application in some form or another. It wants to know the purpose. Like, why are you starting the nonprofit? So, what's your purpose? Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Your story is your mission. My name is Beatrice Adams and I'm so happy that you've joined me here today. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. I want to talk to you about something that I've noticed with my clients. And if you've been watching my videos before, you know that the purpose of my channel is to teach as many people as I can reach how to start a nonprofit in their state and then how to become a 501c3 tax-exempt organization. The one thing I want to point out that I've noticed, when you are incorporating in your state, it's okay if you use someone else or if you do it yourself, but the most important thing that you need to have, in addition to your provisions, those provisions say how you're going to dissolve the nonprofit if it comes down to that. And it's going to state your purpose. But one thing you need to do when you're completing that Articles of Incorporation application, it asks you on that application in some form or another. It wants to know the purpose. Like, why are you starting the nonprofit? So what's your purpose? Let me please tell you, they're not asking you to restate your mission in that part. Now, your state may let you do that. But remember, your end goal is to get approved as a 501c3 tax-exempt organization under the Internal Revenue Code. So you don't want to restate your mission where it asks you within that application, what is your purpose? Why are you being formed? Why are you forming? You want to say that something to the effect that the nonprofit is being formed for religious, charitable, scientific, and educational purposes. Or you can just say religious and charitable purposes or charitable purposes. But please, please do not restate your mission there. That will not get you approved as a 501c3 tax-exempt organization with the IRS. Again, your state may allow that, but the IRS is not going to approve you for that tax exemption with that stated purpose. The IRS must see in your Articles of Incorporation that it says the nonprofit was formed for charitable and religious purposes, or charitable purposes. I'm going to say this again, are charitable, religious, scientific, and educational purposes. But have that word charitable in there, however you want to do it, because again, you're not going to get approved at the IRS level for that tax exemption. So I've seen this happening, and I find myself having to go back and amend articles for my clients. And it is no fault of theirs. You really think when it's asking you on that application, what am I being formed for? Why am I forming this nonprofit? Well, you naturally would think that you're just going to put in your mission statement, because that's the reason you're forming it. But always think forward, knowing that your state, again, will approve you with that information in there. They may reject it and say, no, I need you to tell me something different. I don't know. But what I'm seeing is they're getting approved at the state. But I just tell you, please do not restate your mission statement. Use those words, charitable purposes. Okay, I'm formed for charitable purposes. Do not put that it's being formed for any legal purpose. Again, that'll fly with the state, but it will not fly with the IRS, and you will not get approved for tax exemption if you put that's the reason you were formed for any lawful purpose, or again, your mission statement.
And so I want to show you really quickly what I'm referring to. Now, this is the state of North Carolina's articles of incorporation to form a nonprofit. And these are the instructions. Be sure to read any instructions your state has. And see here, number 2. Now, the state of North Carolina is very clear on what they mean when they ask you the corporation is a charitable or religious corporation as defined in North Carolina General Statute, so on and so forth. Now, they're very clear because what they're saying, although this does not say that, they're asking you what is the purpose of the nonprofit? Why is it being formed? And you definitely want to check that and say, because you're telling them the corporation, again, is a charitable or religious corporation. And this is what the IRS needs to see. If they don't see this in your articles of incorporation, it will be rejected. Now, when you're going to apply for 501c3 tax exempt status, I'm not saying they will decline and just send you your application or just send you a letter saying, hey, we reject this, it's declined, but most likely they will give you an opportunity to correct it. But I just want to tell you, let's not even go that far. Just make sure you always state the corporation is a charitable or religious corporation. Remember, if you have any questions, go here. It tells you in the instructions, item 2, and it gives you the definition of charitable or religious corporation. It means any corporation that is exempt under Section 501c3 of the Internal Revenue Code, so on and so forth. Now, here we have the articles of incorporation in the state of Florida at the Secretary of State's office. Of course, all of them always have instructions. Be sure to read them, okay? So let's just scroll down and I am going to show you what I am referring to. Now, I want to point this out too also. If it has a cover letter, be sure to put that and complete it. Do not ignore that cover letter. It will be rejected. Now, articles of incorporation. This is what I'm referring to. Right here, you see where it says Article 3, Purpose, and it says the purpose for which the corporation is organized is. Now, you would really think that they mean for you to put your mission statement. What is your mission? It just makes sense that that's the purpose for which the corporation is organized. And guess what? The state will approve you with that in there. However, that works for the state, but remember the end goal is to be approved as a 501c3 tax exempt organization, and that will not fly. Your mission statement there will not fly with IRS. It has to say, once again, that the corporation is organized for charitable and religious purposes or charitable purposes, as I stated in the video. I would go as far as just to put charitable, religious, and educational. It's not going to hurt anything, but definitely just make sure that that's what you put in there. You're not organized. You're not stating your mission statement. Do not restate your mission statement. Let me show you something here with the instructions for Article 3, the purpose. Now, this will go back up here to the, let's see here, let's find it, number 3. And it says the specific purpose or purposes for which the corporation is organized. That is what it's telling you they mean when they say that. And still, you would think, well, I mean, that's my mission, right? But no, do not restate your mission again. And it says a general statement of any and all lawful business will not be sufficient. So you can't say it is formed for any lawful purpose. And, it just varies from state to state. So you have to just be very careful. But I tell you one thing you must do, regardless of what whatever, I don't know how to say that, but just regardless, make sure that it says for charitable purposes or charitable and religious. If whatever the case is, put those words in there. I can't drive it home enough. Put those words in there because it's going to be approved at the state. And then you will know that once you apply for tax exemption under 501c3 of the Internal Revenue Code, it's going to be approved at the IRS level. Again, no worries. If there's an issue there and you forget, you just restate your mission. You have the opportunity to amend that article. It's just that mistakes are costly and time consuming. All right. So be sure to watch my video for more detailed instructions on how to incorporate in your state. That's a step-by-step tutorial. And remember that I am in North Carolina, but you will be able to adjust what I'm saying to you for your state because it basically is all the same. It may not be in the same format, but it is all the same. Okay?
All right, so I hope that helped. Give me a thumbs up if it made sense in the comments, or just comment yes it made sense, or give me a thumbs up or something so I'll know that that made sense. And I thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me, and I'll see you in the next video.